Yo, what's good? This is Casey for L King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, and you're now watching Casey for L Wrestling Takes Show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would see what I look like right now, you would know I would be very ticked off right now. I'm very ticked off because this was a freaking great show. Outside of the two random matches we had on the show that we didn't need. Now, actually, one of the random matches actually turned into some story progression, so I give TK that. But this matchup right here, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic tag team match. The final result is what I'm going to destroy Anthony Khan. I will destroy him. I will destroy him like I destroy Triple H and Vince McMahon on a regular basis. Like I destroyed Scott D'Amore when he do retarded stuff. Anthony Khan has done a terrible thing tonight. 16 minutes ago, we witnessed something that I didn't even think that was going to happen. And I'm like, y'all know me. For people who be wondering, yeah, I said it. I don't give a crap about what company a wrestler is. If you are pushing somebody as your main champion, they have absolutely no business getting pinned in non-title matches. None. You are supposed to protect your I go over this. I feel like I'm talking about this every week. I feel like I'm talking about this week in, week out, over and over and over and over and it's frustrating, man. I cannot deal with that. I wasn't even thinking MJF was gonna get pinned until sometime next year. I'm thinking he finna go a long time without getting pinned. TK. You circus clown, you. You idiot, you. You dummy, you. You nincompoop, you. I can't stand your behind. I cannot. You do this idiotic crap. Man. Oh my goodness, boy, this clown did it again. He did it again. And he's sitting in the back acting like this is brilliant. No, this is not. That whole arena wanted them to win. They wanted FTR to lose those titles. H and Vince, they never strike while the iron's hot. You strike while the iron is hot. Now next week, I could care less about FTR versus, because that match ain't even gonna be nothing. I don't even. And you know what? Watch this idiot. Watch this idiot have Big Bill and Brian Cage win the tag team titles next week on some idiotic stuff because I gotta push the embassy. I gotta push them. No, you ain't pushing them because if you really wanted to get behind the embassy, Swerve will be your AEW International Champion right now. No. I know this idiot. I know him. I've been watching him too much. Mr. Cocaine Head. Yeah, I said it. Mr. I snort cocaine all day. Man, this circus clown get on my nerves. I'm tired of this fool. I'm tired of him. This fool do this stuff I'm like, bro, why can't you be consistent? Collision was the great show. Collision was the show that I look forward to the most. Then you go and you pull some WWE bull jive out of this. Man, I don't even want to do this review. I really don't. I really don't because I hate when idiotic stuff kills. It kills it. And people gonna say, well, this is brilliant because TK has you triggered. I'm like, bro, I tell you all the time, yes, we're supposed to feel some kind of way watching because wrestling is an unemotional thing. You're supposed to be emotionally invested. However, when you do idiotic stuff like TK does, it does not. It's terrible. I don't want to come on here and bash him. I don't want to come on here and call him out his name. But he continues to do idiotic booking. You are supposed to. This is your main champ. And I'm like, if you're not gonna have them win, Adam Cole is right there. Oh my goodness, man! What is going on with wrestling promoters not caring about their main champions anymore? They don't care about their tag team champs. They don't care about their main champ. They don't care about nobody. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? What in the world are we doing? Honestly, I'm serious. What the clown are we doing? Well, it's the story, you know. They stayed together, even though he was acting like he was going to. Man, y'all don't know. Man. Why? Why, TK? Why, man? Just why? Why did you snort some bad cocaine tonight? Why, bro? Why did you snort some bad cocaine? Dude, you... Oh, this is going to be a brilliant idea. We're going to have MJF get pinned because he called himself Saving Adam Cole. I just can't, man. Honestly, I cannot. I cannot. I just can't, man. I'm tired of champions getting pinned, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of coming on here saying the same thing like a freaking broken record over and over. It's frustrating, man. It's so freaking frustrating. I'm like, you're supposed, but yeah. Let me tell you how idiotic Tony Khan is. Guess who he continues to protect the most? Yeah, that's right. He's protecting his lover boy, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy has not been pinned yet. And you telling me it's right to pin the main champion before OC. Ah, you out of your freaking mind. You done lost your goddamn ever-laughing mind. Listen, we finna destroy. Listen, man, look, I'm about to break down this show, and when I get to this matchup, man, let's go, man. So we coming in live from Connecticut. Connecticut was great, right outside the backyard of you know who, Vince McMahon. So we opened up the show. Everybody cut a promo. Darby Allin talked about why he's been losing like crazy, and he said tonight he looking for a fight. He don't care who it is. He gonna get back in the win column. Cool. Then we heard Adam Cole and MJF cut the promo of the lives on FTR. FTR said what they had to say, and I think CM Punk said something. Outside of that, that's right on time. The doggone theme song starts. Elton John song. And we open up right on time for the ladder match for the mask. This matchup was crazy. This matchup was insane. Cats was beating the snot at each other. Bodies was going through ladders, going through tables. Julia Hart got involved. They handcuffed Andrade, but Andrade found a way to get the key back. Then he handcuffed Buddy Matthews, so they got the bolt cutters and everything, and all of them on top of the ladder. And then they set the table up perfectly, so when Andrade threw Julia Hart into Buddy Matthews, they went flying into the doggone table. Andrade grabs the doggone mask. Cool. I kind of wish we got some more story progression for that, but I mean, it's very good opener. Very good opener. Like I said, I mean, anytime these two get in the ring, and I mean, boys, they tearing each other up. These two were out here doing some of the most craziest, just insane, and fans, you know, we want tables. I mean, as if ladders is not enough, but good opener. Very good opener. So, in the back, we got Tony Schiavone talking to Miro. He said, you mentioned something about a battle's coming soon. Out of nowhere, Aaron Solo just pops him in the back with a chair. And then he takes a pipe and he scares him off and lays him out. Then he just yells Schiavone. So I'm guessing Miro's dealing with QT now. So QT has Will Hobbs is dealing with. Then Harley Cameron has the Acclaim that she's dealing with. And now Han Solo is dealing with Miro. If I don't know where this is going, but if people have been asking what kind of storytelling, some story progression, all right, I guess, you know, I'm not going to take a complete dump on it, but, you know, we're going to have to get some answers or some questions answered. You know what I'm saying? So Darby comes out and he's looking for whoever he called out. Here comes Minoru Suzuki. I said, oh, you know this finna be a smack, slapping everybody in the middle of the chest. And y'all know Darby. You know Darby. He just want to get beat up. That's the whole Darby's shtick. He just wants to get beat up, and get beat up some more. And that's pretty much what the whole matchup was. It was Suzuki basically beating the brakes off of Darby, slapping him across the chest. I mean, he was falling. Every time that man would slap him on the chest, he just fall out. He tried to slap him. It did absolutely nothing to Suzuki. It didn't even phase him. Suzuki was like, oh, no, we good. We great. We you know, this not going to phase me. But Suzuki had tried to put that man in the doggone submission hold, and he had him in the submission hold, but Darby just flipped his body up and pinned him, and Suzuki was looking shocked. It's like, how the heck, like, I just had him in the submission. Like, this don't make no sense. Like, he said, how did that get, you know, clowning? So he went and got a doggone chair like he was finna do something. He was ticked off. So now Darby is, quote-unquote, back on the winning side. Then on the screen comes Christian Cage. And he said, hey, since you are going to face Luchasaurus at All Out, you seem to be trying your best to get back on the weird column. But as long as this title is in in our possession. See, let me tell y'all something. Christian is one of the best things about Collision. Because him with the TNT title with Luchasaurus, this is perfect. This is why Luchasaurus has absolutely no business losing and no freaking All Out. I don't give a care. TK, I don't care how much you love Darby. He bet not win that championship back at All Out. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Don't do it. You had the opportunity to do tonight by having the whole crowd go completely berserk. This is what you do. You put the titles on you know who, but TK didn't do so. But I know that idiot. He's the type to say, hey, Lucha, can you drop the title to Darby and Darby can have another run? No. Stop snorting that cocaine and getting yourself crazy as a Betsy Bug. Just stop it. because that cocaine got you acting a complete fool where you don't know how to book. Quit it. Quit doing that foolishness, Anthony Khan. But this right here, great. I loved it. And again, pay attention to detail. Christian is still playing this game that he's the champion. He says, regardless of how long we had this championship, I'm vowing this, and this thing is going to be with me. He keeps saying me. And Lucha just standing there looking like a straight up goof, like, But I love it. It's perfect. Random matchup. Didn't need this. I actually would have tolerated Samoa Joe cutting the promo, talking about he has absolutely nothing going on for him in Ring of Honor. He's beaten every peon that's been in front of him. Who wants to face me? If then Gravity would have walked out, now this matchup would have made sense. Because Samoa Joe would have said, I need a fight. Kind of. Yeah, I hate to say it's kind of the same thing here, but obviously, it's something. They're fighting for something. Or, heck, I don't know. Gravity, since they've been using Gravity like crazy, you could have made this a title match since everybody was putting their titles on the line. Could have made this a title match. Then this matchup would have been more important. Gravity was out here acting like he was on the literal moon. And by the way, Gravity is Bandino's brother. For people who are not familiar with Bandino, Bandino is the guy that wear the doggone mask all the time. Like he finna go rob somebody. Well, Gravity is his brother. And if you can look from the back, both of them got that long man hair. So they definitely related. Gravity was acting like he was out of space, walking the moon. One small step for man. That's exactly how he was acting. And he did a couple of flips and a couple of, tornado moves on Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe took care of the business. Samoa Joe laid his behind. And then Samoa Joe actually was making fun of him, too. He was like, oh, you want to clown me? You want to act like you on the moon? Well, guess what? I'm on the moon, too. And I'm finna moon you behind the bed. That's exactly what he did. Laid his behind out, took care of the trash, and Samoa Joe won. And no story progression whatsoever. This was basically a waste of time matchup. See, now this is why, again, I get on this case about these waste of time matches that don't make no sense. I hate these waste of time matches. These don't add to nothing. If there's story progression, fine. But there's no story progression. So what's the point of the match being on the show? See, this is where this idiot doesn't know how to book. And I'm serious. I know, but listen, I that's why I tell y'all can never call me a shield because I'm destroying this circus clown right now. I'm destroying him. I'm destroying him because he deserves to get destroyed. You're having random matches that don't lead to nothing. It needs to lead to something. If it ain't leading to nothing, what we doing? Booking matches just to be booking matches is not the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a care what these idiots in the IWC to sit up and say. It's not the way to go. Cut the foolishness out, man. So we get ready for CM Punk. CM Punk gets called out. Tony Schiavone calls him out. And Connecticut sound like a mixed bag. They was cheering. You heard him booing. And on the back of his shirt, he had, I'm a Collision guy. And he has the red bag. He has the item that's in the red bag. So Tony Schiavone asked him, Punk, what's in the bag? He said, first and foremost, I want to thank all the fans. Since we out here in Hartford, Connecticut, no matter where I go, I always want to give back to the fans and let the fans know that I'm the best in the world and I'm the real champion and all that. So people want to know, am I going to be pulling up to Wembley Stadium? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out at the end of the show. But see, I don't know what I don't know. I have no clue what. See, a lot of people was thinking that CM Punk and Kenny was going to do something. No, not right now. So with him rambling, going on about why he's the true champion and not MJF and all of this, he never lost the title and everything. Out comes Ricky Starks. And he said, yeah, you talking all of this mess and you running your mouth and all of that mess. But let me tell you something. Let's go back and let's redo this thing. Let's bring my interest on and we're going to do this thing again. When he went back, did the interest, that crowd went nuts. Ricky is so freaking over right now, it don't even make no sense. This feud is so backwards, but I love it. It's backwards in second because you got two cats that are going with the flow. They're going with the flow. CM Punk is a tweener. Ricky Starks is a tweener. Ricky is acting heelish, getting cheered like a babyface. CM Punk is a tweener who's acting like a babyface, getting booed left and right. They're playing along with it. I love it. So he confronts him. He gets in there. He said, I beat you once. I beat you twice. You out here complaining about I cheated to get the job done. Therefore, I deserve a shot at that championship. I deserve it. So these two went back and forth. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, And he said, I don't give a care. You can call, because CM Punk mentioned somebody, like, if we're going to do the matchup, then I need a special guest referee and all this stuff. So fans actually wanted this to happen at All In. It's not. And I'm glad it's not. Because if it would have happened at All In, people would have been mad as heck. I'm like, go ahead and get it done on TV. Guess what? Wrestling TV is for the story. If you're setting a matchup, add the story. Ricky and CM Punk know exactly what they are doing. This was perfect. It was great. I loved the back and forth. They was going tit for tat, toe to toe, and then CM Punk said, "All right." He said, "You want to know what the special guest referee?" Tony, tell him exactly who it's going to be. The special guest referee next week, they're going to be in Carolina. It's going to be CM Punk versus Ricky Starks for the fake AEW. And speaking of which, CM Punk put a doggone X on that championship. It's funny how he put a big old black X. The fact that Twitter is no longer called Twitter, it's called X Corp. So I don't tweet, I X people out. I X on Twitter. That's what I'm doing. I'm Xing right now. The special guest referee is going to be Ricky the Dream Steamboat. I said, oh, snap. I said, oh, we cooking. Now, this was a fantastic promo. Fan-flipping-tastic. I loved everything about it. I said, this is how you get people to care about your main event next week. This is it. This was great. And more than likely, we already know. We know CM Punk and MJF are going to come to a freaking collision. Now, I'm surprised they actually didn't collide tonight, which was very funny that TK actually didn't allow them to actually get in front of each other. So obviously we're gonna push this. We're gonna let it keep going. Now I don't know if I don't know if we do that matchup at All In. I think they should do it at All Out. It's in CM Punk's backyard. Fans are gonna want CM Punk to win. MJF's gonna be back to playing heel status. Perfect. So I just talked about that. So we get a trios match. Now I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be Jay White. Jay White took the night off. He had the night off, and they doggone had a doggone what you call those things? Styrofoam cardboard cut out of them. The Guns and Juice Robinson, man. Let me tell y'all something. They the Bullet Club Gold. They are perfect. I'm loving everything they do. That's why I want them all to be dripped in gold. Listen, now I thought because it was just Juice and the Guns that El Hililo, Vikingo, Action Andrade, and Darius Martin was going to go over because Vikingo is on Dynamite. He's going to be on the 200th episode teaming up with Commander to go against, the Ring of Honor champions right now, which is Aussie. The British Empire, whatever they call themselves. So I'm thinking, okay, you know the script. You know how TK does. If you have a matchup before you have a championship match, normally you're going to win in that match. Nope. TK had the Guns and Juice Robinson to win. I was kind of in and out because I was handling business in the kitchen. Because I was getting my food and everything. So I kind of was in and out with the matchup. But from the reaction online, everybody, look, obviously, this is Spot Fest. You're going to get. That's what they do, Spot Fest left and right. But the Guns and Juice Robinson, they got it done. And they made Juice Robinson proud. They made Jay White proud. Jay White cardboard cutout. He was there in spirit, is what they say. But that was that. Now, another random match. But I'm going to talk about everything that transpired. Now, we got Kiera Hogan, who we don't never see. And we got Mercedes Martinez, who we don't never see. And the two of them pulled up to have a little matchup. From what I was watching, it was an okay match. But I probably would have cared more if we would have had an explanation as to why they were fighting. You see what I'm saying? Two random matches that don't make sense. Gravity, Samoa Joe, didn't make sense. Kiera Hogan, Mercedes Martinez. I hate TK doing this foolishness. I hate that he does this. Let me get them on the show because there's fans that be complaining that there's no women's matches. I say, we need story behind why these matches are on TV. It's the only way it's going to work, ladies and gentlemen. If we doing the same thing over and over again and no story, I'm like, I don't move like that. This is why people don't be tuning into the show because you be booking, he be on his booking just be on board job mode. I'm serious. He be on board job mode. Mercedes beat Kiera, right? And after the match, Mercedes was just beating the snot out. Just tearing her apart. Out comes Chris Statlander, who a lot of fans been wanting story to back up that TBS championship that she has. And I've been saying it. I've been wanting. Matter of fact, I don't know if this young lady gonna subscribe to me or not, but I was on. The reason why I found who she was, salute to the man who, as of right now, really don't give a crap about AEW. Salute to my main man, King Mike, because he posted this girl's channel. He had put up one of those the emoji with the dude with he have his hand under his chin, and he's like question mark, like, you know, and he was reacting to the young lady's video, and she was saying, what is your honest opinion about Chris Statlander, her TBS title run? So I went on her page. Her name is Amanda, if I'm not mistaken. I went on her page and I told her, I said, I'm rooting hard for Chris to have story. That's what I want. Like, she needs story bad with her title run. That's exactly what I said. So I then she asked me, what do I think they should do? And I told her, well, one, we need to get Athena up on there real quick, because her being stuck on a doggone app that don't nobody know about is just criminal. And that's on TK. And ladies and gentlemen, you want to know why all this drama that's going on with the women's division, why certain people are allowed to succeed while others are not, look no further, not only just Tony Khan, but look no further than the girls that run that joint. And we know who the girls are that run that joint. And speaking of which, before I continue, let me give my 2 cents on this whole Jade Cargill wants out of AEW. Ladies and gentlemen, she's on vacation right now. You know Jade just knows how to troll the mess out of people. Jade ain't going nowhere. For fools that want her to leave and jump ship and go to the E, she's not going anywhere. The problem is, I just won't listen. Check this out. I don't want Jade going to the E, because I understand if she goes to the E, guess what? You should already know what they're going to do. I don't even have to tell you. I mean, you tell me the last time they actually booked a decent black woman and gave her, made her actually feel like she was relevant. Don't tell me nothing about Bianca. Because as of right now, Bianca is a complete joke. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. I'm telling you the bold-faced truth. So as of right now, Jade just needs to get better in the ring. That's like her biggest flaw. For me, her biggest flaw is the in-ring work. That is it. Outside of that, Jade got everything that you ask. She has the presence. I mean, celebrities were actually watching AEW just to see her. Let that sink in. Jade is who she is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me tell y'all something. Jade just on break right now. First of all, if she even tried to jump ship, it would be a huge legal situation. She on a contract. She ain't going nowhere. Listen, Dave Meltzer and all these circus clowns are just stirring up bull jive. Until she actually comes out and say that I want to leave AEW. And I'm talking about her saying she wants to leave, not her being subliminal, because y'all should understand Jade has always been subliminal. She's been subliminal ever since she actually became who she is, because she knows who she is. So this foolishness that fools online talk about, oh, she finna jump shit. Don't pay no attention to them. That's just them just wishing that she leave and go to the E and probably end up jobbing to Charlotte or something. I'm like, no. What I want for her to do is to continue to get better in that ring while she's on vacation. Get that in-ring work down pat. You come back as one of the biggest baby faces, and now we can start actually doing work. Now we can start getting her involved with the big girls, instead of her just being stuck in the mid-card division. Because technically, she should be in the main event scene. However, it's about the in-ring work. But here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. She's not by herself. Britt Baker, who is a part-time dentistry girl, still need a lot of work herself. She ain't all that. Don't let the naysayers sit up here and tell you that Britt Baker is one of the best in the game. No, she not. She need help. She need to get herself together. And then Saraya, same thing with Saraya. Saraya, I'm telling you, she came back, but she ain't really done nothing. She ain't done anything. So, like I said, man, but like at the end of the day, we got some story progression. So, Mercedes had laid out Chris. She laid out Kiera, and she laid out. So then Willow came out of nowhere, and she laid out Willow too. So Mercedes walked off. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if TK is setting up a fatal 4-way for the women. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. But there is some story progression. I'll give them that. But again, matches on here need to have meaning. Don't just do the match because, I got to make sure I get a women's match on here so fools won't be capping online, talk about, see, TK don't care about the women. I'm like, well, bruh, first he got to learn how to book. Like I said, it's a whole lot. It's more than just the politic bullshit that's going on. Because it's a lot of, listen, it's political. Look here. Why you think Bianca, Charlotte, Becky, who else? Bailey, those are the main 4 girls in WWE. Those are the main 4. Those are the main 4 right there. If I didn't name nobody else, you already know why. And they got plenty of women that were, oh yeah, Rhea. 5. Those are the main 5 right there. Bailey, Bianca, Becky, Charlotte, and Rhea. Those are the main 5. Politics. Nobody else is allowed to get up. It's the same thing in both companies. So everybody just want to talk crap about one. I'm like, no, we're going to talk about both because women's wrestling as a whole outside of the Knockouts division, which is over there in Impact, which is the strongest North American women's division yet. Strongest. You can't tell me that. The way how they book their women over there, they actually give a crap. Look no for, and salute to Impact. Salute to them for doing 4,440 pay-per-view stream buys for Slammiversary. Ladies and gentlemen, guess who did that? Trinity Fatu. For people who hate on that woman, you can hate on Trinity all you want. She got 4,440 of us to buy that doggone pay-per-view. I don't know if people watch it illegally, but people who bought it, like myself, because of Trinity being on that show. Salute to Impact and salute to the Knockouts Women Champion herself. And she got an acting gig. She doing some other stuff. Listen, Trinity living the best. She living her best life right now. So salute to her. All right, let's get back to business. Like I said, so again, story progression is the number one thing. This is all I want. I can have a 20-minute match all day. But if that 20-minute match ain't leading to nothing, you can keep it. You can absolutely keep it. I'm good. Now we get to the main event. When MJF and Adam Cole came out there, that crowd wanted them to win. They wanted them to win so bad. And I'm sitting up here saying, bruh, listen, man. I'm like, wrestling promotions, they love to do this. They love to not pull the trigger when they should pull the trigger. Why you think everybody wants LA Knight to be the guy when he constantly keeps getting fed to the wolves day in and day out? Speaking of which, I knew I forgot something to talk about on SmackDown. So we getting a battle royal to take place at Summer Joke. It's gonna be LA Knight, Sheamus, and a whole bunch of other jobbers that's gonna be in that match that ain't doing nothing. So on SmackDown next week, we getting Sheamus versus LA Knight, and whoever wins has the momentum going into the matchup. Well, whoever wins tells me hands down they're not winning the battle royal crap. And where does that lead? Nothing. It's just a secondary prize that WWE is doing because they really don't have nothing else going for nobody. It's nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Like, I forgot to talk about this, but that's what LA Knight is doing. And I'm telling you now, if LA Knight beat Sheamus on SmackDown, that's a dead giveaway. That even with the fans wanting them to go over a Summer Joke, it'll just be a Summer Joke, and Vince and Triple H will bury him again. I'll just tell you the bold-faced truth if that happens. Now, if he loses against Sheamus, then he's going over at the Battle Royal. Let's get to this matchup, man. FTR came out there. Them fans booed the mess out of him. I said, ladies and gentlemen, if that doesn't tell you what TK should have done, I don't know what else. I can't. Fans, listen, man. Wrestling fans at the show. I'm not talking about online folk. I'm talking about when you constantly go to these shows. Look at what the fans' reaction is to the wrestlers that go out there. If they are going completely ape, these two got double clothesline over. I'm like, bro, you know what, man? Just put the titles on them. Yeah, it's not going to be that long of a run, but I said this would be the only time, as much as TK loves to hot potato the titles, this would be the only time I'm actually cool with it. Because them hot potatoing the titles, then it could eventually lead to MJF versus Adam Cole whenever they plan on doing it. And another thing, no Roderick Strong at all. Roderick Strong was nowhere in sight. He didn't pull up or anything. He was nowhere in sight. Nowhere in sight. Man, these fans wanted MJF and Adam Cole to go over. FTR, it was It was a double clothesline, FTR chant, MJF, Adam Cole, FT. I mean, them fans just listen. Connecticut, Hartford went crazy for this matchup. They went crazy. Now, hold up. It's a young lady who, the reason I found out about her because she got interviewed by my man Just Alex. Y'all know who Just Alex is. Her name is Alicia Atu. Well, she was in the house, and man, she posted a tweet saying the odor at this event is atrocious. She pretty much said that them wrestling fans straight up stink. I don't know what it is about wrestling fans not giving a care about their BO. You are going to an event. I don't care if it's not even a wrestling event. What makes you think somebody want to sit up and smell your stank, musty behind and think that that's great? I'm not trying to smell you. I'm trying to come to a wrestling event and enjoy it, but your behind sitting up there stinking like you've been chilling in a dump somewhere or chilling in the sewer. What is wrong with y'all? Wrestling fans are sick. They are. I don't know. I hate that I'm associated with people like that, but that is just terrible. I feel bad for her. She said if the BO was atrocious. Y'all should be ashamed. Y'all fans should be ashamed. Coming in there stinking like, oh, what? Unreal. Unflipping real, man. But anyway, man, back to this matchup. This match was great. I loved everything about it. The storytelling. I mean, anytime a matchup can get me where I'm standing up majority of the matchup, you know it's a fantastic match. I'm sitting up here, I'm watching this. I said, man, I need every time if MJF is doing something and he tries and then I bring Adam, I say I'm rooting hard for these boys. I'm rooting hard for them. We get to the meat and potatoes of this doggone matchup. FTR is about to do their finishing move on Adam Cole. MJF pushes Adam Cole out the way. And he sacrifices himself. I get the story. He sacrificed himself for Adam Cole. And I'm sitting up here saying, Tony, if you do what I think you're about to do, you're a nut. You are absolutely a nut. How many times do I get on WWE and get on any other wrestling promotion about not treating their champions with care? I lost count. July has been the month of champions getting pinned left and right. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I mean, Roman got pinned. Melo got pinned. Sami Zayn got pinned. FTR got pinned a couple weeks ago. Who else got pinned? Masha got pinned. Kenny King got pinned. Chelsea Green got pinned. Alex Shelley got pinned. And then we cap it off with the man himself. MJF got pinned by Dax Harwood. On Twitter, I got the Martin. Have y'all ever seen the episode of Martin? I believe this was the episode when he found out that Pam and Tommy was dating, and he hooked them up because remember he was the love doctor, something like that. He hooked them up, and when he found out that they was together, he did that. No, I put a tweet out and said, TK, come on now, come on. He did it with Roman. They did it with Melo. They did it with Chelsea and Sonya Deville. They did it with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Then Impact. They did it with Alex Shelley. They did it with Masha. They did it with Kenny King. And I'm sitting up and saying, TK, for the love of God, please, bro, please. I'm asking you, just protect your main champion. Just protect your main champion. That's all I'm asking. If they're not going to win, Adam Cole is right there. If they're not going to win, Tony Khan said, no, I'm going to have MJF get pinned, who is in a dominatory reign right now, just heating up. We're not even done with the year. And the reign is just heating up. TK said, no, I'm about to make you fans suffer. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. You're selling merch like crazy. The merch is going nuts. Fans are saying double clothesline like crazy. I'm like, go with the hot hand. And TK said, nope. I'm going to have MJF get pinned, and then we're going to go through with the foolishness. So after all of that, MJF looked like he was little water working for real. He played his role perfectly. One thing I got to give him, MJF is a master class when it comes to wrestling, period. I got to give this dude nothing but props. He knows his parts. He knows how to be serious. He knows how to be goofy. He gets in the ring. And he's a great storyteller. MJF was over in the corner looking distraught. And I messed up. He said, it's my fault, man. It's my fault. So then Adam Cole went and got him the title and everything. And so he gave it to, he said, no, you still the champ, man. You still the man. So Adam Cole had his back turned. MJF acted like he was going to turn heel. And he knew he couldn't do it. And then they hugged. They embraced each other. And that's how Collision went off. And I was like, dog, we could have been going off with a celebration. Listen, we are AEW Dynamite Zone at 200 episode. I don't know. How about you have MJF and Adam Cole come out there? Because, by the way, next week, because FTR won, I thought the matchup was going to be at All In. No, they doing the foolishness next week. Big Bill and Brian Cage is not going to have a great match with FTR. I don't even care about that match that's happening next week. I honestly don't. Because they ain't wet. Now, guess what? Watch TK. Watch this idiot. Watch Big Bill and Brian Cage win the tag team titles. Just watch. Because he's the type of idiot to do idiotic stuff like that. Don't nobody give a crap about Big Bill and Brian Cage winning no doggone tag team titles. No. But that's the idiotic booking that this idiot does on a regular basis. Every freaking time. I'm tired of this clown. I'm tired of him. He does the foolishness way. I'm like, bro, man, I just knew it. I ain't nowhere in the world I was going to this show thinking MJF was going to sit up there and get pinned. That's not what I had in mind. I just didn't, because I'm like, protect your champion. But people say, well, CM Punk got pinned twice. I'm like, first of all, homie, let me tell you both, it's true. CM Punk is the fake champion. I don't look at that title as a real championship. I know he said he didn't get pinned, but I don't look at it as a real title. MJF is a real champion in my honest opinion. And he just got pinned. So what do we do for the remainder of the year? TK saw what happened at Money in the Joke. He saw Roman Reigns get pinned. And guess what? Now you see what fools are saying. Since Dak just pinned MJF, does he deserve a title shot? You see? I just hate this. I hate champions getting pinned in non-title. I hate it. I will never be a fan of it. And I don't care if anybody can come in my comment section, tell me I'm reaching, tell me that I'm overreacting. I don't care. You can try to convince me all you want. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't. It makes me feel like, what's the point of them being champion? You're supposed to hold that title until you lose it. I don't care. I don't give a care. Because now it shows you how vulnerable MJF truly is. The fact he got pinned by FTR. He got pinned by Dax. Cashing him. Now where the clown do we go? Where do we go from here? Where the clown do we go from here? Because I absolutely have no idea where we're going. They had me. I was on board. The best storyline going, and I feel like it's been destroyed. Because Tony Khan's idiotic decision that he decided to do tonight. Idiotic decision. Don't give a care what any AEW fan has to say. Because we have to be 100% fair and 100% factual. I tell you, when you come over to KCVL Wrestling Takes, I tell you the bold-faced truth. That was a terrible decision. Your champions should think about it. OC ain't been pinned yet. He treat OC as if OC is the main champion and not MJF. Pockets is running around here pinless. He ain't been pinned yet. And don't nobody give a rat's behind about this title run. Yet, MJF, who is one of the major factors of this company right now, one of your most important pieces right now, and you decide to have him get pinned in this kind of way, on some real idiotic, stupid stuff, I get it. He was trying to save Adam Cole. Makes sense. But here's the deal. Why would you have this man get pinned in a non-title match? I hate it. I will never be a fan of champions getting pinned, and I don't care. I don't give a care what nobody got to say. I don't care. I don't give a care. You ain't gonna get me to. You're not gonna get me to care. You're not gonna get me to care at all. You're just not. But TK decided to do it, and now I don't know where this is going. I don't know. You killed the vibe. You killed the momentum, and it is what it is, man. I just don't have anything. I just don't have nothing else to say. I just don't, man. But what a way to kill a fantastic episode. I was loving everything about this. I didn't care about the two. Like I said, I didn't care about the two matches that we had on the show that really didn't need to be on the show, but I was enjoying pretty much everything that we seen. And I'm like, okay, we going somewhere, right? And your champion just got pinned in a non-title match. I said, what are we doing? What the heck are we doing? Come on, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy KCFL, King Self for Life. If you feel the same way that I do, hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, and I will talk to y'all cats next time. Holla at your boy.